Good afternoon, YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a stock overview on AbCellera Biologics, also known as ABCL. But before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please hit that thumbs up button as well as that subscribe button. Try and build a community here. I want to start doing some early morning live streams for market open, maybe even possibly market close live streams, as well as streaming earning events in the future and even some fireside chats. So if that's something you guys are interested in, please hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So about ABCL, they were founded November 8th, 2012, and they're headquartered in Vancouver, Canada. It engages in development of therapeutic antibodies to prevent and treat diseases. So on this next slide, I'm going to go more into the details, but that's just like a quick definition of what the company does. So how ABCL holds a competitive advantage? Well, how a lot of companies hold competitive advantages, and this is mainly through AI. So AbCellera uses microfluidics, AI, and single-cell screening to analyze millions of immune cells from human or animal donors. And they have a partnership model, so they partner with pharmaceutical companies such as like an Eli Lilly to distribute, leading to easy scaling of solutions. And they make their money through royalties and milestones. So if they find a new solution that works within a drug, they pretty much distribute that to a pharmaceutical company like Eli Lilly, and then they'll manufacture their own drug and commercialize it and distribute it out. They have a vertical integration in which they're building. So they have preclinical development, manufacturing. They got a new GMP facility and machine learning pipelines for antibody optimization. So they are working to provide their own new solution so that they can commercialize their drugs, leading them to being able to sell into a bigger market that's more than just royalties and getting paid for milestones. They have a massive data advantage. This comes through their AI database that collects all this data to help build on these solutions and find new findings that help them create new drugs that can help fight diseases that we're yet to figure out how to solve in a meaningful way. So the massive data advantage, the more data the AI model collects, the more efficient it becomes. Same idea with like language models that you hear about right now, or even FSD driving. The more that it goes through the process and has time to learn, the more efficient it becomes. And it's the same here with this company. So the financials, they're pretty much pre-revenue. They make about 7 million a quarter. It really just varies on new findings because like I said, they make money through R&D fees, milestones, and royalties from partnered programs. That is about a 20 to 30 billion market right there, but the market size that they're going to be going into is a 250 billion market, and by 2030 it's expected to reach 400 billion. And as I noted down here, is to enter that 250 billion market as of 2024, they will need to develop and commercialize their own drugs, which right now they just are finding new solutions to include in these drugs, in which other pharmaceutical companies are actually manufacturing and distributing and commercializing the drugs. Where I stand on this company, I think it's a very bullish idea. I love investing. Like you guys may know, I invest in HIMS already. I invest in SoFi already. And I invest in those companies because I really believe in, one, if you can help people get their money right, that relieves a lot of stress off of them. And the same thing goes with health. There's a lot of loss and pain through health struggles. So when I see a possibility to do that in the market and invest in a company that is making it their mission to make healthcare affordable, but also help people who are in dire need, such as struggling with family members who may be going through cancer and don't have solutions available, I think is very bullish just for the globe. Not like this isn't sectored off to any certain country. This is labeled off to any human being who has seen family members struggle or maybe even themselves struggle due to their health. Being able to invest in a company that is trying to solve those issues to make the world a better place, I think is a very good thing, and that's what intrigues me, because if you can find a company that gives you that kind of vision of just making the world a healthier place, that is a bullish thing, and people can get behind that, and people are going to support a company that's doing those exact things. The question is, financially, with them not being profitable yet, they don't have positive free cash flow yet. When is that going to turn around to make this investment make money for you? And that is where the roadblock is, and that is why they are about a $900 million market cap. They're a very small company who's yet to see money coming in, and it really is somewhat of a lottery ticket, but it is a company that is on the right track. We just got to see if they can get it figured out, and that's why it's a $900 million market cap, because there is a lot of uncertainty, but it has a big market if things work out all right. So I like the company right now. I think there's other investments that I'd rather put my money in, but I wouldn't be against putting like a $100 to $200 bid in, because by the time it hits a $5 billion market cap where I could reevaluate, my investment in the company would be looking more like $1,000, which is an alright start position at that scale, and it's $800 I didn't have to dish out myself, and if I lose $100, I'm just like, oh well, I lost $100. Who cares? And who knows if I actually lose $100? I might be able to pull before I actually lost that $100. So that's kind of how I look at it. But I do want to say none of this video is financial advice. I know I try and say that every video. It's not financial advice. I'm just trying to educate you guys on what this company is doing, so you guys can make your own decision on the company for yourself. But I want to go through a stock chart analysis and see, is it in a buy zone? Is the chart looking good, bad? So here's the chart for ABCL. As you can see, it's been at a crazy downtrend lately. Ever since IPO back in 2020, it's just been falling. And some would say dead money, but others would just say negative money. Forget dead money. And so there's a big retail pump today, and that's what drew my interest in looking into this company. And this big fluctuation was just retail buying it up, and now you have it way up in after hours. You're looking at 14% after hours already, so it's continuing to pump. It looks like we might have some resistance up here at like 350-ish. So it'll be interesting to see if it breaks that tomorrow, or if it sells immediately off. I'm kind of looking to see it break this old high before I really want to get in, but or if I were to get in, I'm still not sure if I will get in. I probably won't. I'd rather just see if I can see it once retail stops hyping it up so much, because there's no change in the fundamentals from today to last week. So that is why I'm not rushing to get in. I'm going to let the hype die out and then reevaluate maybe entering. Because there are just some other companies right now, like Oscar, that they have more for me to go off of fundamentally, and they are still a very good opportunity at a $3 billion market cap. So that's another reason why I'd rather just hold off and continue to observe this name. Yeah, we hopped the moving average line, so that is bullish, and this thing could definitely continue to ride, but that's not what I'm going to make my decision off of, and that's why I'm not buying right now. So I just want to end this video by asking you guys to please comment, like, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this content, as well as go follow me on X/Twitter at investing_intel, where I post all my live reactions and thoughts to what's happening in the market that day on Twitter. So go ahead and please follow me on there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. And that being said, I hope you guys all have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.